year we host a American Homebrewers Association rally. We have a contest where we allow local homebrewers to bring in beer, and then we allow everybody who attends the rally to vote on the beers, and they pick their top 3 beers. We take the top 5 or 6 vote getters, and then a team from Stone will taste those during the rally, during the last part of the rally, and pick the top 3 beers, including the winning beer, which is the one that we brew here at Stone.
I wanted to kind of emulate something non-beer, some kind of other beverage or food. And so I thought of Mexican Mocha, kind of a Mexican hot chocolate with coffee.
Chris brewed an amazing beer. I remember, very distinctly sitting at that table and tasting the beer and just going, oh my God. It's a pretty standard English stout recipe. It uses some English malts and some English hops. Where it starts to veer off that path is the addition of cocoa in the kettle. We also added lactose or milk sugar. After we fermented the beer, we added a whole variety of other ingredients, including
Mocha coffee, cacao, cinnamon, nutmeg, pasilla peppers for a little bit of spice, and some vanilla.
We met Chris in a National Homebrewers Conference in San Diego back in, I think it was 2010, 2011, something like that. And we went to the quaff meetings here in San Diego and talked every now and then funnily enough, ended up brewing a collaboration brew at Stone.
Ivan and Damien from Insurgente were great. I mean, they were just really enthusiastic. They're great brewers. We met them in Denver in March, or in April rather, at the Craft Brewers Conference.
And just walked into a bar with a bunch of brewers from Mexico. And somebody pointed out Mitch was at the bar, so I just kind of walked up to him and introduced myself and told him, hey, we got a brewery down in Tijuana. One thing sort of led to another, and next thing you know, we get an email from Mitch, and we heard Chris's beer was being brewed. So.
And when I suggested them to Chris Banker, Chris was pretty enthusiastic about it. Yeah, it was just a natural fit, given their location in Tijuana and the way that they approach brewing, which is very much like us, so I just thought it was a great fit.
Insurgente. The name, as you might imagine, means insurgent in Spanish. It pretty much comes from the idea that we're insurgents rebelling against the tyranny of flavorless beer. For forever now, it seems like there's pretty much been 2 companies running the beer show in Mexico. We wanted to fight to liberate people's palates and show them new beer, show them that it's not just a fizzy yellow beer.
Looks like an imperial stout, nice brown color. When I smell this, the first thing I get off of it is cinnamon. I get that, just that classic Mexican hot chocolate, which I love that flavor. It's a very smooth beer. It's definitely chocolatey. It's definitely got coffee in it. It's got the cinnamon. The addition of nutmeg and vanilla that Chris had in his recipe really kind of enhanced these other flavors. And I think the nutmeg, was particularly inspired. I wouldn't have thought to have added nutmeg. And then I get just a hint of heat on the back end from the peppers, so just enough to keep it real, Yeah, I would recommend cellaring this beer. I mean, I think if you drink it fresh, you're going to really enjoy it, but I do think it is going to age tremendously well. A beer like this that's such a challenge for us to brew, to have it come out this good, hopefully that makes it all worthwhile. I know the team's excited about the taste of this beer. It's good.